Ark Astraeos arriving as an official premium map. Ragnarok making its debut to mobile. And community maps Lost Island and Crystal Isles will be coming to ARK Ascended. You're right, kids, it's Raasclark, and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So, surprise, surprise, Community Crunch 441 drops to us, announcing the premium map that was teased in the roadmap last weekend, arriving to us in June. Well, it's been brought a heck of a lot forward and is now officially announced as the premium version of Astraeos, and with it a giant 264 square kilometer Greek themed map that rivals any of the biggest maps to Ark to date. Currently, there is of course a free version out there you can play already, and we've played to death. We did guides on it. I'll leave a link to that guide in the description below. And it's made by the ever-talented Nakatas, who brought you Valguero, Svartalfheim, Fjorda, and now of course this coming to Ark as the premium version that we thought was going to be a premium mod. And in fact, not sure exactly how I feel about this. I initially thought that this would be a map made by Wildcard themselves, giving them a free sandbox environment to bring a map without any store or lore tied to it to just go wild with a map, and that arriving in June. But it turns out, no, it's a map that frankly many of you out there would die to play unofficial, and is coming to official, but a mod that's now moving its way to a premium mod, and now a premium mod that you pay to have on ARK Ascended rather than a community mod that comes free to ARK Ascended. A new revised step in how community maps are perhaps brought to ARK in the future. Is this going to be the way forward to any mod maps out there that make their way to paid and Wildcard decide to took them under their wing and bring them to official in the future? Is this the end of free community maps? Whilst I'm over the moon for Nakatas and certainly deserves that his map is going to be brought to official, this is going to be another paid for map and priced at $14.99 as Nakatas revealed on Twitter. And I'm gauging perhaps that's what Nakatas was already planning with this premium version of Astraeos that's going to expand in the entirety of the map available right now. In its free version, there is 2 islands to explore. So in a way, I guess it can be looked at from the stance of, well, okay, it was going to be a $14.99 premium mod map anyway, but this time instead it comes to official. But if you want to own it, if you want it part of your official cluster, you're going to have to pay for it. And I dare say that might be met to a bit of a mixed response out there. It really depends on the content that's being produced from this. We already know the bosses are insanely hard to beat, so it's not going to be a map you want to choose to get easy elements, that's for sure. And creatures is actually been confirmed by Nakatas that we won't be seeing the S-Dino variants that are available as a separate mod on that map, nor will we have the mythological creatures, that's the Minotaurus and Seahorse. So it's a wonder from a content perspective, what new things will this bring? Either way, this is a map by the man himself, and you know, we love it. It's a really cool map, and I dare say everybody will love this one too. In fact, quite recently, Nakatas revealed new redesigned supply crates, some very cool Greek mythological looking obelisks, and if this image is anything to go by, we could be seeing an influence of at least corrupted creatures and possibly even King Titans on Astraeos. But even more surprising, it's dropping incredibly soon, Feb the 12th, which is only around the corner, sponsored by Notrado, available on all platforms and fully integrated into the main clusters with official servers. But it does appear it's not going to be fully complete when it arrives, maybe a bit like Ragnarok when we got that back in ASE. As the devs say, the tales of Astraeos don't end at launch. Like myths of old, it'll grow over time as Nakatas continues to shape the world, adding new realms, updates and challenges worthy of the gods. A really surprising date considering their original one was June, and I guess it's in anticipation of its development up until that moment, with a wonder of what else is around the corner. Is Ragnarok still going to be the next map after that in April? And with a Feb launch, does it possibly mean it's going to soften the blow for an even more delayed Unreal 5.5 update announcement? I don't know, it just seems very odd. In the space of 1 week, we've changed that June date all the way to Feb, which, you know, obviously I'm very excited about. A new map in Feb is a new map in Feb. Can't wait to check out Astraeos. I was already super hyped to check out the premium version of Astraeos, and now I get to see the official version of it as well. And with it, it seems you'll still be able to transfer your save stuff on the free version to the official version, which I'm very surprised by. I kind of understood, okay, that's okay with the mod, but to go to official, can we really see that happening? Apparently yes, though I would guess anything related to official clusters, that's obviously not going to happen, only unofficial and single player. And of course, these skins and structures that come in the form of custom cosmetics, they won't be included with the map, but you know, custom cosmetics are a thing you can download now and use wherever you want, so they'll still be available for you to use. And super excited to see what this new premium version of this map brings, especially in the terms of content. I think the landscape alone is gorgeous. It's by far going to be the best looking map on Ark to date when it does arrive, with some already brutal challenges with what we've got so far, and got to expect that level of difficulty with this new premium version. But that's not the only thing coming to Ark in Feb. It turns out it's been announced Ragnarok will be coming to Ark Mobile in Feb 2. Announced in their official Discord, no exact date, but it's going to be the Ragnarok that you've known so far in ASE, with new creatures like griffins and that to tame and survive the active volcano, which didn't really make much of a difference in ASE, but seems to be something the Grove Street Games are championing, and will be a standalone purchase or on this Ark Pass subscription that some people are monthly paying for if they want it. Which makes it the first platform to get Ragnarok this year. Ragnarok for Ascended seems to be dropping in April as far as we know, and with it, I'm assuming the successful adoption of over 1 million Ark Mobile players, it does seem they are considering the other community maps like Fjorda and the Centre and so on, but they need to make sure they get through the 5 expansions and Ragnarok first. And speaking of that timeline roadmap, which we discussed last weekend, where all the maps were revealed, left us questioning. There was 2 particular maps that were out there that were in ASE but weren't announced coming to Ascended. What's going on? Are we going to get them? Are they even a thing for Ascended? Have they been abandoned and thrown away to the wolves with the new iteration, seeing that Fjorda is the map that's coming prior to them, even though in ASE order it came out way after those? Well, Top Dog Dolly did confirm literally just after I dropped that news video last weekend that they are. Lost Island and Crystal Isles will be coming later. No panic, no rustling of jimmies. But the word later highlight that, because that must mean at the very least we won't be seeing Crystal Isles or Lost Island until 2027, which is pretty insane. At least for me, I'm kind of happy in a way that I won't see the ARK for any time soon. It's going to be a few years until I have to tame that monstrosity once again. And it's curious why these 2 in particular have been left and pushed back to a time that doesn't even seem reasonable to even think about at this point. And I'm going to guess it's probably all centered around Nakatus once again. Don't forget, Nakatus is bringing us Valguero 2 in August, and I'm probably going to guess that means Fjorda as well in the following year, meaning the man is going to be pretty bloody busy over the next couple of years. And with Crystal Isles and Lost Island being made by third parties that aren't working for Wildcard, I believe the author of Centre was employed by Wildcard shortly thereafter, that's probably the reason why these 2 maps have been pushed back. Ragnarok, again, the authors of that were employed by Wildcard too. I gotta say, it is a bit of a shame to be not seeing Crystal Wyverns, Tropios, Cinemacrops until 2027, but come on, Fjorda was a wonderful, great map. In fact, I think it was the new Ragnarok after Ragnarok, right? Ragnarok was the community favourite map for so long, held that crown for so long until Fjorda came along and took that crown well and truly. And you know, Crystal Isles and Lost Island, great maps, loved them, but perhaps just weren't quite met to the response of those 2 community maps. But that's just my opinion. I know there's a huge fan base for these, and don't get me wrong, I do love these maps, especially Lost Island. It's the closest relation to prehistoric like the island than the island itself. But either way, Nakatus is the most unofficial wildcard employee in the world, and at least a benchmark to other mod authors out there that, you know, with hard work you can do this too. I guess, like, it's insane to think how much of Nakatus' work has inspired Ark and its future and its development and the community going forward. And even the modding scene now on Nakatus has got a position within Nitrado, giving advice to other mod authors out there. And hopefully we'll see other mod authors being adopted into the official scene in the future. It'd be great to see much more officially adopted from the modding community, and at least offers some freedom to Wildcard to develop their brand new maps that are coming in the future, such as Lost Colony. There we go. Are you excited about this? How do you feel about this? And are you on the same level that I am with it, the adoption of it? Do you feel a bit on the fence about paying for a premium map that used to be a free adopted community map for ASA that is now seemingly a new way forward for any premium maps that might come to official in the future? This could be the new standard for any maps that we see. But either way, I mean, you know, I think it's a great map. I love Astraeos. Can't wait to play it. Can't wait to check it out. Until the next one, my name is Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace out.